We're here at TDECU Stadium, the beginning of a new chapter for professional football in the United States, in Houston with the Houston Roughnecks. And by my side, the Commissioner of the XFL, Mr. Oliver Luck. First of all, Oliver, welcome back to Houston. We know each other from the Houston Dynamo days. You said this not jokingly, but you moved around a lot since last we saw you as the head of the Houston Dynamo.
Yeah, I've moved around a lot, but one thing has stayed constant, which is my love for the city of Houston. I think this is a great city with great people, and we couldn't be happier to have a franchise here in the XFL, the Roughnecks, of course. And we have all 8 of our teams down here for about 3 weeks of training camp. So, Houston's got a special place in my heart.
Absolutely, and we value everything you've done, not only for the soccer community, for the sports community, and I mean that genuinely. But this is a new adventure, if you will. XFL. The concept, the idea, the apoyo, like we say in Spanish, the support is amazing for this sport. How are we taking this now, the XFL, to that next level? And I guess the obvious comparison is, how can you compete against the NFL?
Well, nobody really can compete against the NFL, so we envision ourselves as a complement to the National Football League. We're going to play in the spring when football isn't being played, professional football. And there's so many good players that are out there that just aren't quite good enough to make an NFL roster. It's hard to make an NFL roster. So we've got great quarterbacks, we've got great skilled position players, good offensive linemen, very good coaches, guys like June Jones, who won Grey Cups up in Canada and was a very successful professional and college head coach. And we're going to play a fast-paced, up-tempo game, lots of offense. And the most important thing is, we're going to have tickets that are affordable. For $20, you can buy a ticket and sit in the lower bowl here at the U of H Stadium, which is a beautiful building. And so we want to be very affordable for families.
For the love of the game, and you've said that in many ways, for the love of football, that's important. That really, it's grassroots in many ways. People, and we see out at a training session today, fans coming out here and supporting. That must be exciting. How does it feel to be starting this up? I'm sure that's a motivator for you.
I'm a believer that this is a great country because of the entrepreneurial spirit that people have in all sorts of businesses. And, sports is no different. So this is a brand new business. I've been hired to help get the business started. There's a whole bunch of us, literally 150 of us that are working, and then all the players and coaches. And it's just fun to start things, right, and to watch them grow. Yeah. It's like having a child.
Yes.
It's like having a child.
That's good and bad.
Yeah, expensive too.
Absolutely.
But it's like having a child and watching that child grow. So we're having a lot of fun doing it. And ultimately, I want the players and the coaches to have fun, because when they're having fun, it's a great product and people enjoy watching.
Oliver, if everyone can have fun, fans, the media, the players, the coaches, I think it will be successful. What is the measure of success? It's, I imagine, a multi-year plan.
Yeah, so the measure of success really, I think, involves, are we playing good football? Are the players and coaches having fun? Are fans coming out to the stadium?
Right.
We've got 2 great broadcast partners, Fox and ESPN, that'll be showing our game. So, visibility is going to be very good. And I listen to the enthusiasm of these guys out here, and I can't help but think it's just going to work. This will really work.
Absolutely. How do you divide your time up? Obviously, being the commissioner of this league, 8 teams, a 10-game regular season. What are your priorities? You're in many ways, you're the face and the voice of this league.
Yeah, I am the face to a certain degree. That might be a good or a bad thing. I don't know.
That's a good thing.
But I try to get around. I try to spend as much time as I can with players and coaches, because they're the most critical component of this. And we've got good front office staffs in each of our markets that are selling tickets and getting local sponsors, and doing all those things that sports teams have to do. But working hard. I'm trying to keep a little bit of time so I can spend some time with my family. And my wife is a Houstonian. We still have plenty of friends here in town and family as well.
And finally, Vince McMahon, who is the owner, who is really the if you will, the gentleman that imagined all this. What are his indications about what he's allowing us to do in many ways? Is he saying go out and conquer? Is he? He's all in.
Well, he's an unbelievable entrepreneur building WWE, the wrestling organization that's very attractive to people. He's committing serious resources to this effort, and he's given me a lot of leeway, to kind of hire the coaches I wanted and put the franchises in the cities that I wanted, and start signing players and getting really good quarterbacks, because that's obviously important. So he's been 100% supportive. Without him, of course, we wouldn't be doing all of this.
And Oliver, lastly, for us in the Latino community, and you look at stats of the NFL, there's a lot of Hispanics, whether they speak Spanish or not, that follow the NFL. I imagine for the XFL, it's a priority to reach out to the Latino community.
It is. There's no question about it. I mean, if you look at the demographics, right, who's going to be playing football football in Texas and in California and Florida, 5, 10,
Sure.
15 years from now, even more than today, it's going to be the Latinos.
Yeah.
And I love to see a guy like Ron Rivera, who I think is one of the great head coaches, get another opportunity. The country's changing, and all the sports have to change with it.
Absolutely. Well, look, it's an honor to see you again and talk to you again. Thank you for your time. Best of luck, and I'm sure we'll see each other very soon.
Thanks, Alex.
Thank you, sir.